What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to Rise of Insanity, Part 4. As you guys can see, we are coming near the close of this game, I believe. I believe this is going to be the final part.
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
And I'm curious how this is going to end. We have learned that the multiple personalities, I think my view has changed based off of that. I don't think it's Stephen Dowell that's Edward, but Theodore may be Edward, perhaps. That's a possibility. I'm leading to believe now. And Stephen's also been doing testing on his own son to, in retrospect, make him smarter than the average person. Much smarter. And a genius, in fact, as he described it.
Just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance.
Great. Awesome. But yeah, this may be on the shorter side. It might be a normal length episode. I don't know. If it ends up being on the much shorter side, we will be doing something else as well today. Okay.
Handle the experiment very well.
I hate this. It leaves me in an off-putting situation. Hello?
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore. I hereby open the trial against Edward.
Edward and Susan Dowell. This. Oh, it's that book again. Huh. What's up with all this weird stuff going down? Oh, there's a door. Hello. Interesting. Very interesting. Does Stephen Dowell get arrested, perhaps? It's unsure. And now we're in prison? We are Stephen Dowell in prison, or are we Edward or Theodore? Or all of the above? I'm not sure. Frankly, it's kind of confusing. There's a handprint here, that's nice. Anything else? Right. Hell? I feel trapped. Hello? Oh, fuck. Oh, being let out. What's on this side? Nothing. No prisoners. Looks like we're gonna have to come back for that phone. Knowing how this game has been working its magic. Oh, it's a view mirror, okay. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, the suspect is Edward Sogruto. What does that say? Interrogation conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling, indistinctively, repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmare has stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. He probably does not make anything of the position that he is in. Without the presence of a forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with an insanity plea. Right. Lovely. So one would presume we could go in that room? A lot of different rooms. Smell like flypaper. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go in this room.
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
What? What's the pregnancy have to do with anything? John, I know that tomorrow is Bowman's shift, so I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. They'll tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Right, of course. So we have to find a key. Thanks to Mrs. Vanessa, we have managed to come into contact with the suspect. It has been established that he is single. He worked as a gardener for the Dowell family. Oh, right, I did forget they have a gardener. I keep thinking that they're different people. That they're the same person as either Stephen or Theodore. And it's also possible that Edward is just a guy, you know? And he's just a gardener. And that makes sense. He said that for the last months, he had been taking part in a therapy, and that it was to cure him from his split personality disorder. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but as he emphasized, he had done it in his dream because Dr. Dowell had told him to do so. It had finally been part of his therapy. We have finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak with Dr. Dowell. See, this is why I'm leading to believe that Stephen and Edward are the same person. Because he says he's killed his wife and his son, right? But... and we know that Susan and Theodore were both murdered. And which is the wife of Stephen Dowell and the son of Stephen Dowell. So that's why I'm still leaning to believe that Stephen and Edward were the same person. And those are the multiple split personalities, perhaps. But why does that one particular note say something of the lines that they're different people and they have to talk to Dr. Dowell, you know? Now, what do you guys see when you see this? I'm trying to see my first impression. I'm glad we get to one of these again, by the way. Wow, this is... it's weird. I don't know what to make of this painting, this picture. Well, I kind of see a face in it, I guess. Sorta. If you turn the picture counterclockwise just slightly, it looks like a face, like with the two circles of the white blotches being eyes, and the way the intertextures of the middle of the painting kind of looks like a nose, and then a really frowny face or a mustache. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave that in the comment section below. Okay, we're in this room. So we could go that way, which we probably should. Okay. What's in this? Oh, we need a passcode. Which we do not have. The suspect isn't shocked. There's no personal contact with him. It is understandable in this position. He hasn't said anything new. And after the murder, there were many different comments from the psychology world in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder has been very ineffective. And he hasn't commented on that. She may look clean, but check out this good time. Girls, prostitutes spread syphilis and gonorrhea. You can't beat the Axis if you get the VD. Uh-huh. Alright. Hello. Well, how does that help me? Yes, of course. You go right, then you go left, then you go right again. Obviously. What are the numbers? How does that help? I'm trying to understand how this actually helps me. Is that the code? 5. Five, 6, 6? Boop, 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 boop. Huh? So the last one's 7. I think. Eight, 7? Trying to understand. Oh, last one's 2. Last one's 2, or it's 7. Boop boop. Oh yeah, it could be so. Oh, I'm gonna say the boop boops are dots. I think it's 327. Okay. 3, 2. Got it. That took a few minutes to figure out. That was cool, though. So that's the safe place, obviously. It goes to nothing. Huh, that was a neat little puzzle. I like that. Oh, was there anything else in the room? I didn't actually check. I was so preoccupied by that one puzzle. Fresh grounds. I can't put Folgers on there. It'd be copyrighted, of course. And they do not have the sponsors for it. And that was in this room. We didn't actually go this way, correct? No, we did. Okay. Okay. That was neat. I like that. Ah, yes. I had a feeling we'd come back to that. Bushy. Anything else in here? Oh.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
Yeah, that was super, that was cool. That took me a second or two to figure out, but yeah, I got it. June issue. The examination conducted by Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslow could influence the examination in order to help his friend. Dr. Bandura says Dr. Tao was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and the fact is that in the past, he has probably led to a patient's death, he adds. Oh. Great. Okay, that's great. So because the patient died, we're coming to the courtroom, correct? Yes? Or are we Edward / Stephen?
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the
Yes.
prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dowell, Dr. Stephen Dowell's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dowell's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
Any notes? After the appearance of new evidence, which is Susan Dowell's autopsy protocol, we have come to know that she was in the first months of pregnancy. Furthermore, the father of the child is suspect Edward Blank. We've established that Stephen had a motive and the skills to manipulate Edward during interrogation. The suspect showed lack of contact with his interlocutors. Interlocutors? Okay. He had experienced ambivalent states, from hysteria attacks to complete apathy. During interrogation, the accompanying psychologist came up with a thesis about Dr. Dowell's insanity, which might have caused by many traumatic experiences in a short period of time.
I open the trial against Stephen Dowell about malpractice against Edward, that caused Susan and Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
My client, as a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed
Yeah, we're the
evidence,
same.
Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant, not with him, but with Edward?
Okay, so this is actually, I think this further cements a little bit that Edward and Stephen are the same person, I think. We're getting two different perspectives constantly. And then, oddly enough, Edward can see Stephen Dowell, which would have been right here, as the man in the crow mask. However, Stephen Dowell didn't even see Edward. So it's, I don't know, it's odd. What's this? June issue. Tragic events from my friend's past had a very bad influence on his mental health condition, says Dr. Abraham Maslow, the friend of the accused suspected of manipulating Dr. Stephen Dowell, which in turn has led him to murder his family. Staff were correct. I deny the rumors saying that Stephen pretended to have a mental incompetence. I have examined him, and he was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him, Dr. Maslow adds. So yes, they are the same person. He has a split personality disorder, and his split personality is Edward. Who he believes to be a gardener of the Dowell family. Which we did kind of guess at the beginning of this Let's Play. Okay. What do we have here? Interesting. Those same pictures, the same paintings are still there in the mirrors. Same paintings we've noted in the past episodes. So now we're in a mental place. Like a An insane asylum of our very own in this place. We're being summoned, so let's go. By who? I don't know. It could be Abraham. Possible. Is that his office? Not sure. Probably. Is that an office? Hey, that's great. Okay, we can't actually read anything, so yeah, this is his office. Nothing. Alright, what do we got? Hello. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Woman receives 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. The father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all these horrible acts, which is Stephen.
How are you feeling today? Everything's okay? I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Okay. You say so. I mean, this is the most comfortable I've been in this whole Let's Play. I've been the least on edge in this episode until we reach this room. Great. Okay.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Stephen treated me like a lodger.
So you're
a
Susan.
Person with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Stephen's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
I was right. And now they're both dead. Theodore and Susan. Thanks to Stephen / Edward. $14.08. That's a little on the nose, isn't it, Mr. Stephen King? We're back home. Okay. Oh, there's that feeling again. Great. Hello? Okay. Of course. It opened. Did we bury Theodore or Susan as well? It's possible. To try to hide the fact that we killed them. And now, the fresh hell is this? Wow.
My beloved house is closed now. He won't let me out. I won't
Wow.
get out.
That's beautiful.
It doesn't feel like home anymore. But I will stay here in those walls. My beloved house, drowned it now. You spread the gloom all around. I can't see you in the dark.
Steven, can I see you in my office? How are you feeling today? Everything's okay? I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Can't see you
Stephen treated me like a
in the dark.
And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was 1 years before when we moved into our new house and planned to make a parking lot only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope.
I'm speechless.
Maybe I'm only dreaming. All the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He turned to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy
Looking
just
at
for
it.
a while, to fulfill my dreams.
Susan also kind of played a little bit of a part
met in the
in
garden.
the way his
Today, I again talked
personalities
to Nick. He is
evolved.
in very bad condition. Stephen's
Because as she
therapy
stated,
started to even scare him.
she kind of
he
hid
says.
the multiple personalities from
Terrible
Steven
things
slash
to be
Eddie.
cured and finally
So
take a breath.
he didn't actually get the help that he needed.
As a last resort, I will send this
And
recording
it
to
also-
Abraham.
And that also eventually led her to die as well. And that's unfortunate. So we're back in here again. It's great. Okay. Huh. Put up, please. So yeah, I'm leaning to believe that he did bury them. Why are we back in going through this weird circuit again? It's just repeating. Is that the definition of insanity? Is just repetition? Because now we're repeating a lot of things.
My beloved house is close now. He won't let me out.
I'm unsure.
I won't get out. It doesn't feel like home anymore. But I will stay in here.
And I'm not sure if we're at the end of the game or not.
In those
Just because
walls.
now it's repeating. Kind of feels like we finished it, does it not? 'Cause now that we're insane, everything is just repeating it in our minds. The game crashed. That's unusual, isn't it? Is that supposed to happen? So, you guys think that was supposed to happen, the crashing of the game? I am unsure. I don't know if this game is done. It kind of feels like it's over. And I don't know. This game was definitely quite nutty. If this feels like it's the end. We'll go back into it. I'm gonna look it up real quick to see if this is the end and if it's gonna repeat forever. Just to make sure. You know. Just real quick like. And we'll go back into here. Because I don't want to make you guys just sit through it if it just repeats forever and never and never. Which is possible. It's... Hold on, just let me take a look at it. Hold on, I'm just taking a look at it real quick. Well, I believe that's it. I think it repeats. Well, what do I think of this game? It's super weird. It was good. I enjoyed it quite immensely, and, well,
Steven, can I see you in my office?
for the way things in games go and such, it did leave me wanting more. I like, there was nothing wrong with this game or anything, but like, I wish there was a little bit more. And that's a good thing, just because the fact that means they did a good job in interpreting the way you are left wanting more of this game, you know? Here we go, ending in credits, just looking up the credits. Okay. So yes, this is it. This is the end of the game. For some reason the credits didn't play, but yes, this is the end of the game. We'll run right through this real quick. Hopefully the credits will actually roll this time. They didn't for some reason. That's actually a glitch. Oddly enough.
Everything's okay?
I
think it's time
but
to show you something.
Overall,
Go to the
it was
next room.
good.
Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
1 out of 10 for a game. What do I think?
Our
I don't know. It was
relationship
probably
started to pass away suddenly.
roughly
Steven treated me like a lodger, a
8
wanted person. with
out of
whom
10,
he lived
maybe even
because
9
he was
actually.
kind of
This game was very, very good.
And I started
And
to live on
the way
memories
this,
and
it
projections
showed its
that were
atmosphere for
so
everything,
beautiful in my
it was
head, so perfect. Steven
breathtaking in
wasn't
some
like
spots
years
and
before,
terrifying
like when
in
we
other
moved into our new
spots.
house and we planned to make
You
a
know?
big garden only for us.
And
These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive, and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time,
this game
I
made you
thought
think
that
about a lot of different
maybe I'm
things
only
and
dreaming,
perspectives
or the projections
that I
about
wasn't
him
expecting
became
from this
ridiculously
game.
strong. He came to me like before, smiling.
And I liked all the other
with
little paintings and
sparkles
stuff
in
that we
his
found.
eyes. Similar
If
situations
this game didn't
repeated
have
in
all
the
the
next
notes and
weeks,
such that we
and
read,
I,
the game
instead of looking
would
for
have
resource,
definitely have less of
was
an
waiting
impact
till my loving
on
Steven
us
came
as the
back
player, right?
just for a while.
But reading it,
to feel like before.
trying to
like
understand
years
Steven,
ago.
trying to understand
At the beginning of our
Edward, his son
relationship,
Theodore,
Steven
his
often
wife
told me
Susan,
about
his
interesting
friend
things from the
Abraham.
psychology ward.
These
During his
all these
studies,
notes
he met with a case of a
definitely
patient
helped
with
immensely
multiple
through that.
personalities.
You know,
I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities.
I wish there was a way
in
to
one body.
skip through this bit.
Differ in IQ,
There's not.
beliefs,
Okay.
talents, and even visual acuity. I
But
hated my husband's illness.
regardless,
Eddie, his second personality.
what is your guys' favorite part of this game? I'm a little
Just for a
scatterbrained because
while,
just still
to fulfill my
contemplating some
dreams.
of the
During
things that
our
happen in this game.
romance,
But
we met in the garden.
what are your guys' favorite parts?
Today,
What were
I
you scared of the
talked to
most
Eddie.
in this
He
game?
is
Was there
in
a section that
condition.
actually genuinely
Steven's
scared
therapy
you or
started
not?
to
I'm
deconstruct
curious.
Him, he says. He must make terrible things to be
'Cause
cured.
This whole entire game, minus
As
the
a
last
last
20
resort,
minutes or so,
I
well,
will send this
20 minutes or so of
recording to
this
Abraham.
episode, I really felt on edge, like throughout the entirety of the game. You know, it just left a weird impression on you that you were not safe. And the way it did its jump scares was very good, just because the way it perceives everything left you really uneasy. You know, like this. Hated that. Now it's whatever, right? Well, like, initially, it's terrifying. Because you don't know what's going to happen, you know? And, I don't know. I mean, look at this. Let's see if we actually get the end credits. I do want to see if we get end credits. If we don't, then we'll just quit out of it. Yeah, it was weird. It just didn't play the credits. It instead it brought us back to our asylum. In a way, I kind of like that it brought us back to the asylum, because that does mean that... It also means that, insanity is repetitious, and because we're insane, we are always going back to these moments in time where we're thinking about certain things, you know? But I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys have, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. Some of you guys, of course, think what was your favorite part of the game? What was your least favorite part of the game? If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. And I'll see you guys all next time when we do our next game on the weekends. Of course, tomorrow, I believe, is Mass Effect 3, followed by Dark Souls. We were still doing those on the weekdays. And we're also doing Elden Ring, if we're still doing that, I believe. So there's that, too. And that should be a good time. Yeah, okay, glitched. So it's just a glitch. And, that's it. Bye-bye, everybody. And stay sane.